She wants to cry.
He objected to it. That he didn't want me to start cooking soup. A wife of a lawyer, why? With your masters and everything, why do you want to cook soup? Because I like giving food to people. His friends will come to my house. They say, Oga Austin, please tell your wife to bring that soup out. You know? So when I started it from my flat, I found that I was just giving out food to children on the street. So sometimes they come back from school, we're going to Auntie Tina's house. Do you have any food left for us to eat? So I always cook for them. And so when I started this business, Auntie Adiswa, I've been with you now for like 9 years.
Yeah, from the beginning.
So I keep telling her, I want to sow into the less privileged, but I didn't have a channel. So I wanted to go through her. So last year she told me that I should go and look for. But I couldn't because I'm a very busy person. I'm always in the kitchen. You know, so this year when I told her, I said, I'm 10 years old. What do I give back to the society?
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you didn't cry when you were telling that story, Tina. But even I didn't know that. But it's nice to know that you're giving back. But I also know that this banker turned I don't know, I call you Goody Goody. Because I'm Goody Goody with kids. Tell us about Lindy's Gem and why you're supporting us on this.
Okay.
And give us your name. I didn't say your name.
My name is Emme Aderiyunku. I'm the CEO of Lindy's Events.
CEO?
Of Lindy's Events. And Lindy's Events is all about creating memorable experiences through our events to our corporate clients and individuals. And we also rent out games, and we also have the party bus. Now, when we were charged with the action to give back, sometime in 2009, that led to the birth of Lindy's Gems Foundation. And our vision is and the vision basically is to transform the lives of children ages 4 to 12 on the platform of play. So we equip the children, we mold them, we transform them. The idea is to get them to change their mindset and to be better and equip them to do something with themselves and better their lives.
What I like about the foundation is you bring people, what's supposed privilege plus the less privileged together once a year to do activities together. So you understand this already. Yes. So you do this. We're going to do one with people with disabilities next year. Yes. Is that a promise?
We've been trying to. Because we're also high on safety and all of that, we have to be sure that we can provide the safety, the games that will be safe.
No, we'll find somebody that will sponsor it. Don't worry. We'll make that a task, right? So that we can bring them to be part of our normal.
Yes.
You
We've
know.
actually had a group on set I think it was 2 years ago. We had a group of less privileged special needs children that came.
Okay,
and
that'll be another point. I'm going to bother you to say, help me bring that microphone. I need to speak with Kate, because Kate has escorted the children from CDC up here. All the children are here. I mean, you can't tell one from the other. Onyeka has become my friend. Yeah. Onyeka is dressed like this because she's going to perform for us later, you know. But I just wonder, you've given your service for 4 years to CDC, volunteering, you know, and that's one thing volunteering. So what does it for you? What do you think about what we're trying to do here?
I think I can speak on behalf of everyone at the CDC that all my friends on stage with me and some of my friends in the audience, these are my friends, these are my family, and I do it because I think all of Nigeria and all of the world should give everyone a chance and get to know people with disabilities like I do, because these are the most beautiful, friendly, hardworking people that I've ever lived with, hung out with, performed with, and so that's why I do it.
And some of the most good-looking ones. Look at
some of the most good-looking ones.
Aki meets you and says, I am Aki, you know, and I am 31, you know.
Yeah.
31 years old. Okay, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you to sing Joy to the World. But Christmas is about Christ, right? Yeah. Obi-Wan should lead us in a song as we take our break before we meet other people on the show, before we go to the party. What are we going to do?
Joy to the World.
Joy to the World. Okay, because joy is about birth of Christmas. Can we all go with Joy to the World? Obi-Wan, start off.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King.
Yes, we're going to have a party outside, but I felt everybody must be in the studio first to see my living room and then interact with you before we go to the party. I have Helen here from Vigilant Heart, and then, of course, my special Mo, who's going to do some ballet performance for me later. Mo is a child living with Down syndrome, and her mom has set up a foundation to try and raise awareness for it. I have, what's your name, ma'am? One of the ladies living with disabilities as an adult. She's in a wheelchair. And your name?
My name is Titilayomi.
Titilayomi. Phoebe. Okay, this is Phoebe. And then this is? Abiola Rahman is also. Give Abiola the microphone. Abiola Rahman.
Abiola Rahman.
Thank you very much. So, I'm doing this as quickly as possible. I have so many people in the studio, but I want to start this segment with Eva. Eva has been in our studios before. We told her a fantastic story. She grew out of the Little Saints home. She's Eva George. She's a producer. I find it interesting because, we don't refer to anybody who lives in a home as an orphan. And that's an example I took from your mom. And I just wondered why. That's why I wanted you to say a few words about that.
Okay, my mom doesn't appreciate the idea. Look, okay, she doesn't.
Your mom, Reverend Mrs. Daly George.
My mom, Reverend Mrs. Daly George, doesn't welcome the idea that the children should be tagged as orphans. She prefer calling them our own, so that you can feel like you're actually relating with your biological mother. So right from when we were small, even till my age right now, till when I left the home, I've always looked up to her, that she's my mom. Even till now, in all my documents, in every relation that I actually build, I refer her to my mom.
But it means that there's hope. So long as there's somebody willing to love you, you can be whoever you want to be. Isn't that the message?
Yes, of course, that's the message.
And sitting right next to you is Sauce Factory. We missed her out the last time. She wasn't here. Thank you for joining us this time. But give Sauce Factory the microphone to give to that lady there. That's the woman that runs a vigilant home. Look at her looking at all of us. When she started her home, people thought she was crazy. They still think she's a mental case. Auntie Mary, so are you of the view also that children from such homes shouldn't be called orphans?
Yes, in order to distance them from the love for which God has given them.
God doesn't make mistakes.
Yes.
I guess that's where Mo comes in. Mo Rainbow. Mo, you know what? Give Mo. This is Mo. Mo is inspiration for what her mom does. I want you to strike a pose for me. Go on, strike a pose. Mo has been practicing her ballet and she's going to do it for us. Okay, go on me, mommy. Go back at me, mommy. Mo is inspiration for what you do. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. I had Mo and she was diagnosed with Down syndrome, and I knew I needed to face it. I knew I needed to give her all the best. So I resigned from my 11 years banking career and I faced it. We started with heart surgery, having to fix the heart defects, and now we have a foundation, which I don't even know how God did it, but I know that God told me to move out there and reach out to families that have just received a diagnosis. I don't know what to do about it. So that was why we started Mo Rainbow Foundation, and we're 2.5 years, and so many families have reached out to us.
Recently, one child benefited from heart surgery.
Yes, November 30th, precisely. We've been trying to raise funds for a year. So we approached Down Syndrome Foundation Nigeria, and they helped to get a sponsor, and she's had the heart surgery.
So Mo is a blessing to you then?
Yeah,
and
she is. So kind of
But did you think that at the beginning though?
No. But when your pain is now turned into passion and you found purpose, you're fulfilled.
So now Uri, look at Uri, beautiful. In fact, your name means Uri Onu, lipstick, something to adorn. And then she's carrying the cause for these women who are living with disabilities. How did that happen?
Yes,
No,
she talked about turning your pain and purpose. And everybody asked me, do you have children living with disabilities? No. Any member of your family? No. But you know what? People are actually disabled in so many ways. And when I started for me, yes, when I started for me, it was a journey. I realized that these women live with disabilities, but then they have passion to succeed. They are educated, they have talent, they are wonderful. I have Abiola sitting right there in the crowd. She's a gold medalist several times. She's a tennis champion.
Abiola, take a bow.
There's so many. And there's Titi over there. She's fantastic with counseling. She has a website coming on that families, who have children living with disabilities can actually log on, and she can advise and she can talk to you. So for me, this is a journey. It's a personal journey, because I realized that, look, you have to live. It's a triumph of the human spirit. You have to live above your disability. That's what Edwin is all about. Empathy-Driven Women International Initiative. It's a universal message. Live above your disability. That's what it is.